name is Margaret Ann Windsor, and I give just a little bit of background on this video so that you know where I'm coming from. I was kidnapped in 41 and taken to from Buckingham Palace. I was 2 years old. I was born in 39, and I was taken to Moulton, Alabama, and given the name of a twin, Peggy. Both twins, Carl and Peggy, were dead. They were even born a year before I was born. Point being, their mother had killed them, so as far as I know, I was brought in at the air base there, Cortland Air Base that was being built. This is my father, King Edward VIII, and he was married to Claudia Ruth O'Keeffe, George O'Keeffe, the artist. Sister is my mother. They were legally wed. There was no such thing as him marrying, my father, King Edward VIII, marrying, Wallace Simpson. Wallace Simpson married an impostor, a double. The New World Order, which consists of Joseph Kennedy, the Kennedy clan, JFK, etc., Joe, Edward, and on down. The New World Order is also consists of the Illuminati, or whatever name you want to attach to them, the Freemasons, the Trilateral. They're all the same group. So the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bilderbergers helped take down my father illegally, and they put a 99-year seal on it. I was born in 39 and kidnapped in 41, and here's my Uncle George, who became a party to all this, sold out his country, and he is illegal. I am the legal heir, Victoria II, not Elizabeth. This is in 39. Planning my kidnapping. That's the year I was born. Okay, now then, I wanted to show you Elizabeth because she's lived quite well. She's part of the New World Order herself, and she's lived quite well off of my money while they've given away everything British. Her whole brood is a bunch of thieves. So are some of my family. I don't want to include them all. I think there's some that's still good of the Windsors, but the Germans and some of my people there, I hope part of my family is the royal families of Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Amsterdam, Holland, or the Netherlands is Queen Beatrix, and she sold out too. She's part of the New World Order. So now then, I just want to say a few things. I didn't find out about my kidnapping until 83, late of 83. I had written a book about mind control murders, where you can modify or program people to do whatever you want to, agencies can, way back then. And Larry Flint wrote me up in his magazine, April of 84, an endorsement editorial where he said that I knew who was responsible for his killing in Lawrenceville, Georgia in March the 6th of 78. I was doing the book, by the way, there in Marietta, Georgia, medical malpractice. And I was flown out to his home later in a U.S. congressional race to replace one of the congressmen that I had written about in the book. So this is all on other tapes, and I don't want to get lost on that. This is just one of the murders at Virginia Tech. I'm in Roanoke, Salem, and this is, he was a psychiatrist and finished school at Virginia Tech, went on to medical somewhere else, but he was a psychiatrist, and he's a shooter. He was programmed. Now then, here's the Aurora, Colorado, theater, and James Holmes, who's a victim himself of mind control. He's not mentally ill, and he should never be treated for mental illness. One has nothing to do with the other, and it's gross medical malpractice bordering on, it's not bordering on, it's murder, what they're doing to him, and anyone else that is under mind control, and they've diagnosed them and fed them illegal drugs for a non-existent illness. Now then, I want to go because I know a lot of things happened because of my kidnapping. George became illegal George the Sixth. 99 years still put on my father's takedown in my birth. My God, he wasn't even married to Wallace Simpson. It was an imposter. So can you imagine the cover-ups? Now then, I have never made statements about this. I know that in 47, I believe it was, right at the moment, I don't have that before me. You can go back and look yourself if you're interested. The state of Israel became. It was the overthrow of my country, the British. They're hostages. George, illegal George, my uncle, signed treaties, and it's illegal. He signed it. He's not the legal king, never was, and neither is Elizabeth, the queen. So they signed to let, and that was the whole point, to let America put their military bases all over British and use it as a launching pad and hold Great Britain hostage. So Elizabeth and her father were part of the New World Order and just another arm of the United States government. Now then, because of the things, I was taken near Huntsville at the pigsty at Moulton, Alabama, given the name there, and NASA began getting big. They brought over Werner von Braun, a beautiful man who they killed, by the way, using mind control, just what I've told about in previous tapes. Now don't let me get lost on it. My kidnapping not only entailed a lot of money, but treaties and just letting me live, and I put part of this on other tapes, the deals that were made. Now I want to go to something because the things, and I'm not going to try to explain it on this short tape, that was to do with aliens or, well, let me put it this way. One of my friends' last name is Hartsfield. He's a reporter or FBI. Now, I thought he was kin to Jack Hartsfield, Hank Hartsfield, the astronaut, was over the shuttle, commander of a couple of shuttles. I'm not sure he is, but anyway, some of the things, not necessarily him, but some things I learned were about NASA and supposedly aliens. I have to wonder, I'm not going to say here or yes or no. I don't know. I did get a lot of information, and what I'm going to say here is that the Roswell, I believe that was 47, Roswell could have been real aliens for what? What's the final purpose? I could tell you my thoughts on it, what I've been told, but I think only time will tell that. But I wonder, there's also the possibility that it was instigated and planned by the military itself so that they could actually bring in the shadow government. And they actually, and Truman was on this, James Vincent Forrestal, Secretary of Defense, the first one, was appointed over Majestic 12. And that was a cover-up to say anybody that thought in aliens, or they believe in God, but they don't believe that aliens can come here. I don't know. Or I wonder if it was just a cover-up used to suppress the United States armed forces, all of the armed forces and military might, and what they would do with it. Now, Forster was head of that committee in Majestic 12. He was put there by, and this is going to go off, and I'm going to have to do another tape, and I'm going to put the title of it, Video 2, James Forrestal, Majestic 12. Okay, I'm going to that now, and I hope you'll read it and think for yourself, okay?